Hi guys, welcome to the second video of Surviving with Tinnitus. I hope you enjoyed the first video that I made for you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, I will let it pop up somewhere here so you can watch that. Today we're discussing solutions for tinnitus that I've tried already so you won't have to. I hope it saves you some money and some headache. I'm actually deaf and I have tinnitus 24/7 and I've had it for 6 to 7 years almost. My 16th, I lost it on one side and the other side when I was 22. So before that, I was hard of hearing, so I already had experience with a loss of hearing and tinnitus as well, but not as severe as I do now. Without further ado, let's move on to the solutions. The first solution, alcohol, one of the first ones that I tried because a lot of people drink alcohol to numb pain, to forget things. I believe after 2 or 3 bottles of wine, I just gave up because it didn't help. It actually gave me a headache, so not a smart idea and also not sustainable. If you want to know why I mentioned this, you have to watch the first video. The second one is CBD oil. Use that as a sort of remedy to get you to, reach a relaxed state, and that should kind of help making the tinnitus less worse. For me, it didn't help at all. The taste is terrible and it doesn't do anything for me, so I wouldn't recommend that as well. Let's move on to the antibiotic cure. This is mostly for people that have recently lost their hearing. This is something that the hospital will prescribe just in case, probably has happened to some people that they take this cure and after 2 weeks the hearing comes back. Maybe not fully 100%, but some portion of it comes back. For me, it didn't help, obviously. And I actually received this on the day that I went deaf. So we went to the hospital. I hear the front door close because it was a very heavy door, one of those metal doors. It was that close like this, like slow, and then at the last part it goes fast. So this day we went to the hospital. They said we can't really do anything. Here's the cure. Good luck. So we went back home. I started walking up the stairs and I'm waiting for the door to close to hear it close. But I didn't hear anything. So I looked back to check if it closed and it was closed. And it felt really grim. Like that, I could lose my hearing. The next one could be antidepressants. Symptoms could be insomnia and anxiety, I believe. So these two, so antidepressants combat these symptoms. And for some people, it might help. For me, it didn't help at all. I just stopped after 2 or 3 weeks. If I don't notice any significant difference, I'm not going to cling onto that last sliver of hope to try and swallow pills that are not good for you. Now we'll move on to therapy. I've tried haptic therapy, which is more alternative therapy type of thing. It was the first massage therapy that I've done consistently, like twice a week. Beginning, it was like heaven. Your therapist will be doing something that almost puts you to sleep. As soon as you get home, stress happens, or you wake up the next day, it's tinnitus all over again. So it's not really sustainable because then you would have to do this therapy every day at least. The price for this therapy in my country is 60 euros for 1 hour. That's quite expensive if you have to do it every day. Then we have sound therapy. I'm actually deaf, so for me it doesn't work. But I've tried it. I haven't noticed anything. Same goes for sound masking devices. I gave up quite quickly with that one. I think mindfulness is also something when it comes to solutions for tinnitus, because a lot of people will tell you that a coach might help you with, and in some cases they are right. If you adjust how you feel, how you think about situations, you deal with situations, it might improve a little bit. But for me, a lot of the time when I followed these courses, I was thinking, when are you going to teach me something new, something that I don't already know? I found them of no help. It really depended on what you already know about this subject. If you don't know anything about mindfulness, I think it will help. to know all this information. And then we have the last one. I think it's a funny one, but I don't know if everybody will enjoy it. But religion. Story behind this was that I was following a youth entrepreneurship program in Amsterdam. And there was one friend that was very religious. He took it really serious, you know. He told me that I have to join him, meet his pastor. He could help me with my tinnitus and my deafness because he has seen his pastor do this before. And I'm very skeptical of religion in general, so for me this was automatic no. It was a hard pass, but I could see the humor in it, you know, from my perspective. But I wanted to try just so I could say that I have tried it, you know, and it didn't work. So he told me, join me, let's go to the pastor. Because the pastor tells me, sit right here. So I sit in the chair. He stands up right in front of me and he puts his hands on my ears like this. And he starts praying like, I don't know what he was saying because obviously I was deaf at the time, but he was praying, screaming shit. I could feel the vibrations of his screams, and you know, I was holding my laughter, and it was really difficult not to laugh, you know. But I didn't want to be rude because he was really serious about it, and he was trying to help, you know, from his point of view. And he asked me, "Do you believe in God?" That was the question, and I said no because I don't. And he told me, yeah, that's why it didn't work. You have to believe for it to work, you know, and that I have to come to church. And I said, I'll think about it. You know, obviously I didn't go because if you can do the wonders right here, it's not going to work when you have a church full of 700 people. We left, and that was it. You know, he felt bad about it, but I told him it's okay. I had a good time. So yeah, that's the list of things that I've tried. So you won't have to. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. You know, if you want to try some things that I've done, just do it. You know, it's not about what I tell you. It's about your peace of mind. Yeah, don't believe all these articles online that sell some kind of pill or whatever. If you think maybe you should go to a church and try to pray with them, go. You know, it's free. You can try and just park that idea somewhere and just be done with it. It really helps you accept your situation. At least for me, it helped me accept my situation because I know I've tried a lot of things. You know, it's not like I haven't tried a few things that could maybe help me. So that's basically all the solutions that I've tried and my personal experiences with them. I think I will end this video here. Hope you like this video and maybe see you the next time.